want to cover briefly is what's involved in tuning up the cutting iron on these thicknessing gauges. They're designed to take stringing to a specific thickness. Now, I had one of my students sharpen this one, and they did what a lot of folks do, is basically take the burr completely off. Burrs seem to bother people for whatever reason. And the thing you need to remember, this is a scraper, and so you need to have that burr. And this angle should be at, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, not real far back. So to put a burr on it, I just use the back of a chisel. And what I'm going to do is pull down, which puts the burr going one way, and that little reflection you see is actually the burr. And then I'm just going to bring it back up. And there I can feel that burr. That's what I'm going for. And it should behave as a scraper when you do it. So this is the one that was already on there. This one does have a burr, but I'll go ahead and dress that up a little bit as well. And just give it a check. Yeah, that's going well. I'll go ahead and put one of these back on. These really should not require a lot of maintenance. Now, one thing I do want to emphasize when you're putting that burr on there, or if for some reason you feel the need to grind it, if you take it too far back, if you make this angle, from here back to here, you basically create a cutting edge, and you'll start snipping your stringing in half. Now, this tool, there's a reason we put that notch in there, and the sole purpose of that is to be clamped down. This is not a tool that you should try to hold in your hand and use. It does need to be clamped. So I've got a piece of stringing that I sliced off before. If I go to pull on this, see how we're getting a shaving there? That shaving, that's what should be happening. If we're not getting the shaving, you need to redo that burr. Now, the point I want to emphasize is when I'm using this tool, all right, get me a little more comfortable here. I'm holding it when I'm starting out, that piece of stringing, I'm holding it between my fingers and pulling up at an angle. That makes the tool easy to use. They tend to have a natural propensity to want to just drop to the bottom of the groove. By holding it between my fingers and pulling up, see that shaving coming off there nicely? All right, that's what it should be doing. That keeps it from just dropping right down. I don't spend a lot of time setting the thickness of this thing. What I tend to do is just put a finger behind it and lean on it a little bit. That lets me take off a little bit more material. Want to re-emphasize, if I make this grind too much and it becomes a real point, when I do this finger thing, I'll actually clip the piece in half. If you're having your pieces clip in half, it's probably because you've put too sharp of a bevel on there. But once again, the thing I want to emphasize is, if you're not getting this shaving, like we're getting here, it's either your material being, too dry or something or other, or this tool not being sharp. But what you want to have, once again, is a scraper. It should have a mild burr on it. Lay it down, bring it back. In a nutshell, that's how to sharpen this tool.